I make you look good. Look at the bitch I don't care. Look at the bitch I'm a fucker. Matter of fact, oh, look at this. I don't want to see it. So what? You was going to fuck them anyways. All you got to do is get fucking drunk. Going to throw you that for 2,000. He's got to survive out here.
Listen, I don't think he's out here looking for the best, and I don't think he's just sitting back accepting nothing. You already heard about that little Instagram stunt Offset just pulled, right? Because baby, it had the whole internet gasping for air. So here's the tea. This man jumped on Instagram and dropped a random post of Maury Povich. Yes, Maury himself, Mr. You are not the father. And then boom, Offset deleted it like 30 minutes later. Now come on, we all know the rule. When a celeb posts something wild and deletes it quick, that's not an accident. That's a straight up message. And trust, the streets caught it instantly. People were losing it. Like, wait a minute, what is Offset trying to say with this Maury drama? And the guesses, they were flying left and right. Some were convinced he was throwing shade at Cardi's youngest daughter, Blossom. Others swore he was sneak dissing about Cardi maybe being pregnant again, and not by him. Yep, another man's name came up over and over. And who was it? Stefan Diggs. His name was popping up in every corner of the convo. This whole thing got everybody talking, and it's only the beginning. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment, because you don't want to miss what's coming next in this story.
I ain't give a fuck, but that time, the actions that I did during the time that I was acting that way helped me realize, like, bro, you wrong. You know what I mean? You just wrong. Just get out the way and go back to your mission. Go back to your mission, leave that alone. But I am happy with everything. I want the best.
But let's not jump too fast. The point is, Offset ain't slick at all. That post was packed with meaning, no doubt about it. And here comes the kicker. Gossip of the City caught that post before he deleted it, and according to them, the scoop was crazy. Offset didn't just wake up bored scrolling memes and decide to play around with Maury. Oh no, baby. 2 weeks ago during his mediation with Cardi, Offset straight up requested a DNA test for Blossom. Let me sip this tea, because that's heavy. Imagine it, this man is already in the middle of divorcing Cardi, emotions through the roof, and out of nowhere he's like, I want a DNA test on Blossom. That shook the room. Some people think he's only doing it out of pure spite, just to drag Cardi through more mud. But others swear he's dead serious, genuinely suspicious. And honestly, they might have a point. Because let's not forget, Cardi herself admitted she cheated while she was pregnant with Blossom. Yeah, she said it loud and clear, and now it's coming back around to haunt her. So when Offset posted Maury, the internet went wild like, oh, so that's what you're hinting at? Was he dropping a signal that the DNA results already came back and said something nobody was ready to hear? Or was he just letting everybody know he's got doubts, maybe even receipts lined up waiting to be unleashed? Either way, this was peak mess. The internet wasted no time tearing it apart, memes flying, fans choosing sides, and everybody whispering, what if Offset ain't the father? Memes were flying everywhere. People were clowning like,
put it, because you can't lie about my no. And when you lie about my pussy, make sure them is
not Offset turning his own daughter into a Maury moment. But let's be real. If he actually doesn't believe Blossom is his, that's not just throwing shade at Cardi. That's putting his own little girl under the world's microscope. That's wild and honestly, low-key cruel, especially with how vicious social media can get. One wrong post and the internet never lets it go. And if we're keeping it real, Offset's been moving bitter ever since Cardi filed for divorce. So him being petty like this, not shocking at all. The real question is, was he really trying to drop a bombshell with that post, or was he just out here flexing Maury memes because he's hurt and salty? Either way, that DNA test is bubbling in the background and everybody knows this story's about to get messier by the minute. Now let's break down the real mess, the DNA test itself. Cause listen, Offset wasn't just trolling for likes on Instagram. Reports say he straight up demanded a DNA test for Blossom during his mediation with Cardi. And if you don't know, mediation is supposed to be about the serious stuff. Divorce details, custody of the kids, splitting the money, figuring out who gets what. But Offset pulled up like, run me the swab, child. On one hand, some people are like, okay, maybe he just wants peace of mind, maybe he's really questioning it. But let's not play dumb. This ain't no random request. Cardi herself already admitted a while back that she cheated while she was pregnant with Blossom. So now it's like the pieces are falling into place and the drama is only getting louder. Yeah, you heard that right. While she was carrying that baby, Cardi herself told the world she stepped out, and that little confession has been living rent-free in Offset's head ever since. Now the divorce papers are flying, and Offset's like, oh yeah? Well, let's see who the daddy really is. And come on, you cannot tell me this timing ain't messy as hell. This ain't about curiosity, it's about leverage. Offset ain't just looking for answers, he's looking for power. He wants to embarrass her, shake her image in front of the courts, and most importantly, remind everybody that he's not the only one with dirt in this marriage. And baby, let's talk symbolism. Offset didn't just drop some random funny clip, he posted Maury. And we all know what Maury means. Maury is the code for DNA chaos. Nobody sees Maury Povich on their timeline and thinks anything but one thing. You are not the father. That man is the worldwide stamp of paternity scandal. So when Offset pressed post on that, his message was screaming loud and clear, I don't trust you, Cardi, and I don't trust this baby situation either. But here's the gag, the internet clapped back quick. People started putting Blossom's little face next to Offset's and they were like, sir, the baby looks just like you. What are we even doing here? And that's when the conversation split in two. Half the internet dragged Offset for being a bitter soon-to-be ex-husband using Maury memes as weapons. The other half was like, well, Cardi did admit she cheated, so maybe he just wants proof to clear his head. We can't say for sure what's really going down behind those closed doors. Maybe Offset truly has doubts. Maybe he's just being spiteful and playing revenge games. But what we do know is this, airing it out through petty posts and quick deletes only makes everything 10 times messier. And let's be real, this stopped being just about Cardi a long time ago. Now it's about Blossom too. One day that little girl could grow up, hop online, and see her daddy hinting that he didn't believe she was his. That cuts deep. But Offset, he knows exactly how to work the internet like a fiddle. He dropped that Maury post knowing full well what it would trigger, and sure enough, the blogs exploded instantly. Now the entire world is locked in on one thing, those DNA results. And baby, when they finally drop, whether it proves Offset right or wrong, the fallout is gonna be nuclear. But wait, here's the twist. While Offset's busy tossing Maury memes and questioning babies, the street's been whispering about his own dirty secrets. And this one right here, it's giving straight daytime telenovela vibes. Word on the curb is, Offset has allegedly been creeping with the house help. Yeah, you heard that right. Not a rapper, not a model, not even some random IG baddie, the house help. And if that's true, that's not just messy, it's dangerous. Like, how are you gonna question paternity on your wife's child when you're allegedly out here fooling around with people working under your own roof? The hypocrisy got folks side-eyeing hard, and trust the whispers are only getting louder. It's giving straight pot kettle vibes, like, sir, you really pointing fingers when your own hands might be just as dirty. Let me say this loud, these house help allegations been floating for a while now. Folks online swear they've caught little hints, like when certain staff suddenly disappeared from Cardi's house, or when she'd randomly go live ranting about loyalty and betrayal without dropping names. Fans been piecing it together like, hold up, who else could she be talking about? So when Offset dropped that Maury post, it only added fuel to the fire. People instantly started whispering that maybe he's moving grimy on his end too. And here's where it gets sticky. The alleged house help situation actually lines up with why Offset might be pressing for that DNA test in the first place. Some blogs claim he's trying to flip the script. So when his own dirt comes crawling out, he can say, well, Cardi cheated too. Look, I even had to check if the baby was mine. Woo. The mental gymnastics are wild. But let's keep it real. Cardi and Offset's whole marriage has been one long public soap opera since day one. Cheating scandals, messy fallouts, dramatic makeups, quick breakups. It's like they've both been stacking receipts just to one-up each other whenever things blow up. So if Offset really crossed that line with someone working inside their house, phew, the story ain't even close to finished. And if Cardi finds out, oh baby, that's not just divorce court drama, that's lawsuit territory. We're talking employment law, NDAs, power imbalance, the whole package. And you already know how the internet rolls. Once that rumor leaked, people wasted no time clowning. Memes started flying everywhere, like, Offset couldn't even keep it industry, he had to keep it in-house. Some fans even joked Cardi might throw the alleged house help straight into a verse just to get her lick back, and y'all know she never bites her tongue. Now picture this chaos. Offset questioning Cardi's daughter, Cardi side-eyeing Offset for creeping with the staff, and both of them low-key twisting the story so they don't end up looking like the villain. It's giving full-blown mess Olympics, and let's be real, neither of them is winning gold. At this point, fans don't even know what to believe anymore. Is Offset really exposing some raw truth? Or is he just trying to distract us from his own skeletons rattling in the closet? Either way, those DNA test results and these house help whispers are sitting there like two ticking time bombs. And when they finally go off, woo child. This divorce might just make him and Kanye's whole saga look like child's play. Now listen, when I say this divorce is about to be one for the history books, I am not exaggerating. Offset and Cardi have been through chaos before, but this time, oh baby, they're pulling out the nuclear weapons. Let's start with Cardi. Sis might clown around on Instagram, but when it comes to protecting her image, she don't play games. Cardi built herself up from the strip club grind to reality TV to full-on global superstardom. She knows better than anyone that the court of public opinion can make or break a career. So when Offset started dropping hints that Blossom might not be his, best believe Cardi caught that quick, and there's no way she's just gonna sit back and let him paint her as some reckless baby mama while he's out here allegedly creeping with the house help. What's wild is how split the internet is right now. Team Offset says he has every right to ask for a DNA test. After all, Cardi herself admitted she cheated, but Team Cardi is clapping back like, sir, you've been caught cheating a dozen times. You don't get to play the victim. Now, both sides swear they've got the winning argument, but here's what people aren't talking about enough. The kids. Blossom is too young to understand now, but one day she'll be able to scroll back and see all of this drama online. Imagine seeing your own father basically suggest, I don't even know if that's really mine. That's not just messy gossip, that's planting seeds of generational trauma. And let's not forget, this whole circus isn't just trending on blogs, it's unfolding inside divorce court too. Offset requesting that DNA test during mediation isn't just about peace of mind, it's a legal move that could flip the entire case upside down. That strategy right there, if Offset proves Cardi cheated while pregnant and even raises doubt about paternity, the whole game changes. Court leverage shifts, custody battles, child support, even spousal support, all of it gets flipped on its head. It's giving chess, not checkers, but let's be clear, Cardi ain't no rookie in this arena either. She already got her fans riding hard for her, and you know the Barty gang. Twitter will turn into a straight up war zone if they feel Offset is smearing her name. And if those house help allegations ever get real traction, Cardi gonna use that like a weapon. All she gotta do is hop on live, drop a few sharp words about betrayal, and the internet will drag Offset straight to the pits. Meanwhile, Offset's leaning heavy on the sympathy card, posting cryptic stories, deleting them quick, liking shady tweets. He's trying to play the role of the hurt husband who just wants the truth. But the internet, too sharp for that? Folks are side-eyeing like, why throw subliminals online instead of handling this behind closed doors? So let's be real, this divorce is less about love lost and more about who wins the PR war, who walks away looking like the victim and who gets branded the villain. And child sight with DNA drama on one side and house help whispers on the other, nobody can call the winner yet. But one thing's guaranteed, when this finally hits the courtroom and those results drop, the blogs, the timelines, the fan pages, everybody's gonna eat. Now let's talk fallout, because when that DNA test drops, somebody's walking tall and somebody's eating humble pie. If it proves Blossom is Offset's, let's be real. The baby already looks like his twin, then he's cooked. Fans and Cardi both gonna drag him for throwing his own daughter into Maury memes, only to find out he was the daddy all along. That's not just embarrassing, that's permanent damage to his family man image. But if the results say otherwise, whew, that's a whole different storm. Cardi's empire would take a massive hit. She's always sold herself as real, unfiltered, and honest. If people believe she passed another man's baby off as Offset's, cancel culture will sharpen their knives quick. Still, knowing Cardi, she'd flip it, own up, cry on live, and then probably drop a diss track that climbs the charts. Messy? Yes, but resilient. That's her trademark. And don't forget those house help allegations floating in the background. Even if Offset wins the DNA test battle, the whispers about him creeping with staff will keep his name dirty. This whole marriage is ending in a straight up tit for tat blame game, and they're airing each other out in ways you can't just sweep under a rug. The saddest part, the kids are stuck in the middle of this circus. Culture and her little siblings, including Blossom, never asked for this. They didn't sign up to have their parents' drama dissected on Shade Room and Twitter Spaces like it's some kind of boxing match. Every sly IG post, every rumor, every leaked court doc, it's all turning into receipts that will live online forever. And when those kids hit their teens and start Googling their parents, they're gonna see all of it. For Cardi and Offset, the real battle ain't just in court, it's in their legacies. Cardi's gotta protect her image as the unbothered queen who stays real no matter what, Offset's gotta prove he's more than just the bitter baby daddy dropping subliminals, and honestly, right now neither of them is really winning. But one thing we know about this industry, scandals don't kill careers, it's how you flip the scandal. Offset might drop an album painting himself as the heartbroken dad searching for truth, while Cardi might clap back with a viral single turning her pain into power. Either way, this fallout is gonna keep blogs fed, fan wars raging, and group chats lit for months. So buckle up. This DNA test might be about Blossom, but the real drama? Oh, the drama is about Cardi and Offset's entire future. And once those results drop, there's no turning back. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment. See you in the next one.